They're 17 years old. Just normal teenagers. But since their success on Britain's Got Talent, they've come a long way. Now they're hitting the road, hoping to learn the ropes and satisfy a tough audience of music industry heavyweights. And one man in particular.
Can I hear it?
Their goal, to carve out a career for themselves and prove they're more than just a flash in the pan. March 2012, and two teenagers from Essex come on stage to audition for Britain's Got Talent. Expectations were low.
Well, my first reaction was, typically grumpy. I just glimpsed them at the corner of my eye and muttered something rude as always.
The audition on camera was probably one of the scariest days of my life. And it was really hard because Johnny was really, really nervous and I was trying to kind of calm him down.
You're not saying much, Jonathan. Are you shy?
Sometimes. I sort of blanked out completely. I can hardly remember what happened.
I just saw Johnny's face, and the colour was completely drained. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be horrific. This is going to go so horribly wrong.
I know that I came in early. And then Charlotte looked over at me and cued me in.
From the moment we came in, I sang the complete wrong thing. I sang the wrong harmony. I was singing what Johnny was singing, an octave higher, so I was singing notes that I'd never sung before in my life.
It wasn't the best that we've done, but it gathered a good response, and the standing ovation, that was crazy.
When it finished, we kind of got good comments from 3 of the judges, and then kind of all went a bit downhill when Simon started talking, I think.
I worry, Charlotte, whether you're going to hold him back.
I couldn't have done that performance on my own. I couldn't have gone through the show on my own.
Literally the worst situation you could possibly be in, to think that there's cameras everywhere, zoomed in on your face, and everyone can exactly see how you feel at that time.
Well, we've come on here as a duo, and we're going to stay here as a duo.
I was really impressed with him, and the fact that he stood up to me. His absolute first instinct was, no, I'm not going to dump her, and I'd be prepared to walk away. And I saw that in his eyes, and I really respected him for that.
When we came off stage, I just remember sitting there thinking, no, I'm not going to be upset, because it's not me. I was I'm going to be driven and determined, I'm going to prove him wrong.
For the semi-final, the pressure went up a gear.
And here they are, last act of the night. It's Jonathan and Charlotte.
We went to the semi-finals performing Caruso, and it was very tough because it's a tough song, and we'd had to learn it specifically for the show.
As we were walking to the stage, I was I'm not singing. I was I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm not going on stage. And it was they were literally Charlotte, get on the stage. And I was I can't walk on. And I've then literally 5 seconds later, I found myself standing there, staring Simon Cowell in the face, thinking, oh my God, I've now got to sing on live telly in front of millions of people and you. I look really angry when I'm singing, when the camera goes on. I've got this face on, and it's because I'm really trying not to cry.
The effort they went to was amazing for the semi-finals, because for 17-year-olds to have to learn all of that in Italian and sing it so powerfully was an amazing feat. You work beautifully together, and I really, really... It blew me away.
That's about it. Simon.
You made the decision to stay together, Jonathan, and I have to tell you, that was the best decision you ever made.
Score one for me.
I felt myself just go, oh, OK, it's all over now.
Charlotte had made her point, and the pair went into the final as odds-on favourites.
The winner of Britain's Got Talent 2012 is... Ashley Ann Bunting!
So the storybook ending was spoiled by a dancing dog act.
They lost to a dog, but you don't have to win these shows to have your life changed.
The final was on the Saturday, I believe, and then on the Monday we went into a meeting at Psycho at the record company.
It was just so bizarre because everything happened really, really quickly. It was like 1 minute we're in the final, and the next minute we're recording the song that we just sung in the final.
With a recording contract under their belts, these teenagers have a great start to their career. But they both know they're not yet the finished article. Now they're off round Europe to learn from some musical heroes.
Part of becoming truly great at whatever you do is working and learning from the greats. So for Jonathan and Charlotte to go around Europe meeting some of the great people in the classical opera music world will be the most wonderful education. If you like, it will be the university of music for them.
First stop, the Italian city of Bologna, home to Leone Magiera, singing coach to the great Pavarotti.
We are here to see Leone Magiera, who is a composer, conductor, accompanist and teacher all round.
That is the best car I've ever seen. Sorry, but I need that car.
Okay, can I hear your voice?
Can, yes.
I have nothing to do. It's okay, yeah.
I'd had no idea what to think of that. That's quite nice, wasn't it?
Quite nice.
With a thumbs up from the great man, Jonathan can relax.
Oh, God, it all went wrong on the first go. Let's go.
Unlike her partner, Charlotte's not had the benefit of a classical training, so this is very tough.
Oh, God, Charlotte Giaconelli, what is going on? Let's not talk about the first exercise. Well, basically, he only got us to do some simple scales at the beginning. But being the person that I am, I was so busy staring at the piano and him that I didn't actually sing the correct notes. But it's okay, because he said I had good Italian. So
there you go.
I'm leaving it on that note.
Give me your hand. You must do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
More power.
More power.
More power of the diaphragm.
Uh-huh. Un uomo abbraccia una ragazza dopo che aveva pianto, poi si schiarisce la voce e ricomincia il canto. We can safely say I was pooping my pants, and I'm still pooping my pants. And no, it was amazing. Yeah.
Also, just as a final point, can I point out this place is like pomegranates and wild cherries and tomatoes and all sorts of really amazing plants. I just want to live here. I just want to.
Maybe you should ask if you can move in.
I think I'm going to.
I'm sure he'll let you.
They could ditch you, yeah.
Oh, gutted. It's fine. It's fine.
So slow.
Fine. Didn't even want him anyway.
Biscuit.
Nice chair.
Not for me, thanks, darling. Charlotte wants a biscuit.
Charlotte doesn't want a biscuit. I want a biscuit. I used to sing around the house all the time. Maybe not. Yeah, it wasn't always a pretty sound.
She was absolutely useless. She couldn't sing a note and she couldn't keep time. And also to Charlotte, you know, you can't sing, it's terrible. And we'd have this sort of bit of banter between us.
Growing up, Charlotte was singing all the time, so she was, you know, you couldn't get any ear space at all. So if you're going downstairs to make something to eat, she's singing. You're getting in the bath, you're telling her to shut up, she's still singing.
But I have to say, she has sat in her room for years and years and years and just played music and sung to songs, and she's perfected her voice, you know, virtually herself.
So basically, this is the garage where my mother chucks me when she doesn't want me to sing in the house.
I haven't got any paracetamol.
And I basically just come in here and kind of use it as like my downtime, chilling space where I kind of put the stereo on and I'll sing all my songs. I did once ask if I could change this into my bedroom. She said that was illegal.
Hello. Charlotte's favourite toy.
Very proud of Charlotte, very proud. You know, even about a year ago, we'd sit there watching Britain's Got Talent and say, like, imagine if you could be something like that. Do you know what I mean? And she's gone and done it.
Most evenings, she'd come in from school, come up here, spend most of the evening up here.
And I'd come back when it was dark because I like literally sprint to the house because I get scared. There's like a fox or a rat jumps out at me.
A rat.
Well, you never know. You're always within 6 foot of a rat. Sogniamo un mondo senza violenza.
In this noisy household, Charlotte's passion for music seems to have rubbed off on her sisters.
Oh wow. She criticises my dress sense all the time. She tells me I look horrible. She's like, are you really going out in that? Lovely relationship me and my mother have.
It's a face only a mother could love.
That shouldn't be horrible! Don't put that in there.
As their journey continues, Jonathan and Charlotte can reflect on how they've come so far so quickly. But they'll also have to please some tough audiences and face their sternest critic. Teenage singing sensations Jonathan and Charlotte are on an adventure, continuing their musical education in some of Europe's great cities.
I absolutely love being in Italy. I'm a big fan of Italy just generally, and it's, as of yet, everything I've seen has just been gorgeous.
We are
in front of La Scala, Teatro alla Scala.
The most famous opera house in the world.
If you're anyone who's anyone, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's where you want to be.
Jonathan seems to want an alternative career as a tour guide.
Interestingly, all of the people on that statue are in fact Leonardo da Vinci's cousins.
Did you make that up?
No.
Okay, that's his lying face. That's not true. Oh, look at that hat. It has music notes. Policeman didn't smile back at me. That was a bit awkward. This ball on the floor right here, if you spin on it on your heel, it apparently gives you good luck. I can't spin on my heel.
You just did it, you crazy fool.
And that, I'm now lucky. If and when the album sells and goes big, it's down to the ball on the floor.
Our album success is riding on a bull's testicles.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's not. It's true. You plant your heel in the crotch of the bull.
That's not right, is it?
And you spin.
It is right.
It's correct.
No, that's really cool.
Interestingly, the entirety of the Duomo di Milano was made out of a single piece of stone.
The cute Italian couple. Oh, to your right.
And that's why they're wearing red, because they're cute.
While enjoying the grand tour, Jonathan's still coming to terms with how quickly his life has changed.
It's like a complete shift, the sort of movement from where I was last year to where I am now. Not only in location, but just in life. If you'd met me a year ago, you wouldn't be aware that I was me at all. It's good to be me.
In his school days, Jonathan had a tough time.
He went into his high school when I was still there. It was in my last year. And it was very difficult for him. You know, I'd go my way and he'd go his in the morning, and I'd feel horrible. I knew that it wasn't going to be a great day for him.
I think a lot of the time when Jonathan was at school, he didn't really say that he had a hard time. I don't really know the full extent of how it was or wasn't. He's the only one that really knows how that felt.
John never really spoke to me about the bullying that goes on at school because I don't think he enjoyed speaking about it. People wouldn't really want to be friends with him because of his size, and they would tend to be really horrible.
I'll say it pretty bluntly, I don't like school. I mean, I had a decent group of friends, but I wasn't confident in myself. I wasn't happy in myself. Which I suppose, it sort of made that group of friends null and void, because you can't like anyone else if you don't like yourself.
For Jonathan, his weight wasn't the real issue. It was only a symptom of an underlying problem with depression.
He wasn't depressed because he was big. He was big because he was depressed, because the depression obviously made him want to eat.
There were much darker times. There were horrifically dark times. I mean, 1 in 4 people have some kind of mental disorder. It's been widely documented. It's not uncommon at all.
I think Jonathan's been depressed for a lot of years. His weight gain started quite young and just built up. It's hard to recognise depression in children because it's so different to adults.
His struggle with depression came to a head, and Jonathan dropped out of school.
I was just about to go into sixth form and I would have been with all these lot. In fact, at this point I'd be like the last year of school. But I'm not. I mean, I looked back on the school in year 11 almost bitterly because I'd gradually started to lose my friends. But now I'm back. Yeah, it's closure. It's the end of this little saga.
One friend who did reach out to him was, of course, Charlotte, who had an application form for a certain TV talent show.
I clicked on it and I was reading it and I was kind of like, okay. So I started filling it in and I filled it in originally as just like me by myself. And then I was like, nah, I'm going to put Johnny's name on there too.
If it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have gone. So the fact that she was encouraging him through his depression, really, and she didn't really know how bad he had been or how bad, but it just was the right thing at the right time for him.
Johnny has changed so much in a short amount of time, like for the good. Like he's come out of his shell, he's more confident, he goes out with his friends all the time, like he's so much more bubbly, like he's literally like a completely different person.
My taste in music is quite varied. I like from very heavy metal, like extreme metal, to sort of R&B.
I love most of what he does, but not the really heavy stuff. That's not my cup of tea.
In Italy, thoughts turned to a more classical style of music.
We are at Teatro Comunale, which is a theatre.
Dedicated to who, Johnny?
Dedicated to Luciano Pavarotti. having both the success and the voice itself that Pavarotti had, it's sort of the ultimate goal. Like, well, for me personally, and I would love to walk in his footsteps, but it would be a very tough job.
On the outskirts of Modena, Pavarotti's hometown, they visit his family tomb.
I think before I got there, I didn't really know what to expect. Like, I didn't really know how I'd react to it. It's not really something that I'd ever think to do. And then when you actually get there, it's actually quite a intense sort of peacefulness, if that's a thing. Seeing Johnny's reaction to the whole kind of family too almost took me back a little bit more, because then I realised how much he actually does look up to Pavarotti as an opera singer. There are many similarities between the two of them.
He meant a lot to the world, and in spite of him being gone, the light that was him still shines so brightly.
Although they were already friendly, Jonathan and Charlotte's success has meant spending a lot of time together.
We've kind of just been there with each other the whole way through the process, especially in the kind of last, I think, 8 to 9 months. We've had a lot of intense time together, and I'm glad that we have, because it has actually brought us a lot closer than we probably would have been if we'd never have done any of this.
We've grown a lot closer as friends, and it's been really great, like, having Charlotte around, just because whenever we talk, we laugh.
The two singers might never have performed together without a moment of inspiration from their singing teacher.
They were in the same GCSE group, and I thought their voices would be interesting together. They both had very strong voices, so I felt in that respect that they would balance each other well. Absolutely blown away, I have to say, because they both sort of seemed to rise to the challenge of, I don't know, something about having two voices together. You get more than the sum of the parts, if you like. And I hope that they will really make the most of the travels and the experiences that they have and use that to further develop as people and as singers, of course.
To make it in the big league, Jonathan and Charlotte will have to work with the very best. Next stop, Paris, and a masterclass with one of the world's finest opera stars. Jonathan and Charlotte are in Paris for a masterclass with an opera star. But first, they have another duty to perform.
So I want you to wish my dad a happy 70th birthday.
Yeah, sure. What's his name? Happy 70th birthday, Michael!
Happy birthday!
Woo! Yeah!
Fantastic.
So good. Today we are in Paris, next to the Eiffel Tower, and we are here to see Rolando Villazon, which is really exciting.
First, I would love to hear
the
song, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Rolando Villazon is one of the world's great operatic tenors, and he's taken time out to work with the newcomers.
When he listens intently, I thought that would make me nervous, but it actually makes me happy because it means he actually wants to listen, he wants to help you. It's an amazing feeling to have someone appreciate it that much.
Thank you.
I will work first with one, then with the other, and...
Who would you like first?
You're right.
You're right there. And then plum plum.
As he is a performer, he can understand that really all you want to do is just sing.
Here is a question for you.
Okay.
Do you know what you want to do as a singer?
Well, originally I was training in musical theatre, and then we got into this kind of crossover thing. So I kind of want to explore different genres and see where I end up.
So opera has never, classical singing has never been part
I've never
of
done
it.
any classical training, no.
Because right here, you go into what your voice needs to do if you want to sing these notes.
Yeah.
If you continue like that, you would not be able to go very high, or you would have to start screaming the notes.
Yeah. I think he understands that I'm not an opera singer, and he got that, which I liked. He completely got that, and which enabled him to help me to develop different ways of making a note sound.
Opera is not, you know? It has to be a natural sound. So let's just try that, and then that's it. I think Charlotte is a very responsive performer. I think she's a very fast learner, and I think there was no need to explain what I wanted her to do. She's very good at grabbing things and at delivering them. Tenore.
Hello.
Let's sing your lines. Lead us to a place. I mean, can you do this phrase different? This. Yeah. Lead us to a place. You do this thing. Try to think that the voice goes to the back.
Yeah.
Play. Find the piano there. Lead us to a place. That's it. That's it. That has nothing of...
Yeah.
And that is free, and it's a very beautiful sound.
Thank you.
So let's do that. That he's 17 and he's able to sing with that confidence and with that production of sound, that register, it's absolutely astonishing. Great. I won't change nothing in that. That's fantastic. Wow. It's quite amazing, huh?
Thank you.
I mean, that's a fucking B flat. Oh, what would you like to do? Do you have a path, or do you have a dream of what you would like to do?
I'd just like to sing.
Yeah. That's the best answer, actually.
Capacity.
I mean, as an opera singer, I think it would be great if you would get more interested in opera. Yeah. The problem is, I think he's already experiencing a lot of success. I think this is very good for him. But being an opera singer requires a lot of time. And so I really think he has everything to become a great tenor. It's just he would need the one thing that is very difficult in our times to achieve. I mean, to get patience. If he does that, he will perform with the best of the best. And he will be singing the best music ever written. Thank you. Thank you. How does it feel?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Different, but good.
You explore,
Yeah.
and you work with the people you work, and you make your decision. And keep loving singing. That's the most important thing. Keep singing the way you sing.
Charlotte didn't intend to be a recording artist. She had set her heart on a career in musical theatre.
You can walk into a rehearsal, become somebody else for 5 hours, and walk out and then go back to normal. I would give up anything for a musical. If you hate musicals, you're not my friend.
After GCSEs, she got a place at the prestigious Arts Educational School in West London, which she loved, despite having to travel for 4 hours every day.
This whole page is kind of about my school that I started last September. It was like a new chapter in my life, if you like, and it's well sad because I wanted to keep it going for ages, but then I had to leave, which was well upsetting. When we first auditioned for Britain's Got Talent, like I turned around and said to Johnny, I was like, if any of this means I have to leave school, I'm not doing it. Even in the day of the final, I was like, I worked hard to get into that school, so I'm not giving it up. And then it got to a point where they were kind of, everyone was like, you either need to leave or do this, you can't really do both.
Although she's officially left school, Charlotte still keeps in touch with her old classmates.
Hello, Munchkins. Come inside, my class. Oh, wow.
When I met Charlotte, I didn't think we'd be friends because we are so different. Like the way we dress, the way we speak, where we're from.
I'm quite a quiet person. She's the loudest person I know. So it's kind of like opposites attract.
Say hi, guys. This is really
School starts next Friday, and sadly, Charlotte's not going to be there with us.
No.
So it's going to be weird not having the loud voice in the studios.
I kind of made the decision that I wouldn't return in September, but I would defer my place for a year. It's really weird because I really want to go back, but that means if I go back, then this hasn't worked out. So it's kind of like, what do I do?
It's going to be so weird without Charlotte, though. I think it hit us on the last day of school when our head of sixth form was saying, "Oh, Charlotte's not going to be coming back," and we all burst out crying. And
it doesn't feel like anything has changed until everybody goes back to school and I'm not there.
I know that we'll still stay in touch. Like, I'm not worried about losing her as a friend.
Yeah, and knowing her, she'll come back and do ballet or something. She'll be back.
It's just funny because this time a few months ago, she was just like the rest of us, and everything was so normal. And now it's like, do you want to come out for dinner? And she's like, oh, got a photo shoot, and we're like,
in Italy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to Italy next week. Oh, casual.
1 week later, and Charlotte is in another exotic location, but this time it's not Italy.
Right now we are in Monte Carlo and we are here for a performance, and as you can see, it's quite beautiful.
Despite the glamorous setting, Charlotte's thoughts are elsewhere.
School starts today, which is really upsetting. I texted all of my friends this morning and was like, you dare replace me with any new people and I'll be really upset. Yeah, school starts today. Oh, let's not talk about it. It's well upsetting. This is my hotel balcony. How amazing is it? Probably just all admire that the actual balcony itself is pretty amazing. Like, it has a sofa on it.
This is so cool. I've never been in such a fancy place.
There's a phone in the toilet. There's a phone in the toilet. What hotel has a phone in the toilet?
I can only hope this new lifestyle will last. I mean, some figures from talent shows don't last very long, but there've been some remarkable success stories, and I'm hoping that could maybe happen.
I mean, I'd love for it to continue, but if it doesn't, then such is life, and it will go on.
As night falls, the two singers prepare for one of their first professional performances.
I don't usually get nervous until I'm just about to go on stage. I'm usually quite chilled all day, and it'll come to it and then I'll have a panic attack. But it's fine. Hey. It'll be okay.
So when I heard who we have on next, I had to take a look on YouTube, and I was amazed by what I saw and heard. They really did give me goosebumps, especially when you know that the people we're about to see, the couple we're about to see, are both just 17 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please give a huge welcome to the real stars of Britain's Got Talent, Jonathan and Charlotte.
Halfway through, I looked out the back window, you could just see the whole of Monte Carlo, and I was like, no way are we actually singing here.
That's like the closure to a massive trip.
Their European adventure is at an end, but back in London, Jonathan and Charlotte will be launching their new album, hoping to make it into the charts and to impress the man they now call Boss. Jonathan and Charlotte are about to launch their debut album on the record label run by the man who once tried to split them apart.
We're off to a meeting with Mr. Simon Cowell. We haven't seen him since Britain's Got Talent, so it'd be interesting to kind of catch up on everything and see how he feels about the album.
You all right? How are you? Good?
Good, I'm good.
Welcome.
Well, hello.
No trouble, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
So are you dating?
No, we're not. Hello, Jonathan.
Not presently.
Soon. So you haven't kissed?
No, we haven't. Not
But you've
to my-
hugged?
We've hugged,
Well, yeah.
we hug, yes.
So you're happy with everything?
Really, really happy.
I
yeah,
think I've got to
completely.
tell you from what I've heard, I think you sound incredible.
Thank you.
Really,
very
really,
much.
very, very impressed with both of you.
Thank you.
And I take back what I said on that first audition.
Thank you, that means a lot.
Do you forgive me?
I can forgive you, just a little bit, only a little bit.
I was pushing them, you know, and I was pushing her, which is, OK, well, if you're going to do this, then you've got to step up as well. And she did, big time. OK, can I hear it? Sure. OK.
I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go.
Very good.
Thank you.
And help us to be wise.
They sound better on this record than they did on the show. They sound like they should be doing this. They don't sound like competition winners making a record. They sound like proper singers. It's not like an obvious record.
No, not at all. There were some things on there, even both of us were a bit like, oh, I wonder how that's actually going to work. And
Yeah.
surprisingly, it really did. And that's a really great thing for us, I think, that we found different styles that work for us.
That's how you do it. It's fantastic. Well, it's your time now, guys, and I've got to tell you, listening to the record, this is way, way, way better than I could have thought. I'm very proud of you two.
Thank you very
You
much.
worked hard for this. Perfect.
Well,
Lovely to see you, sweetheart.
And you.
And congratulations.
Thank you
Done
very
amazing.
much. Thank you very much.
Great to see you.
Excellent to see you
You look great, by the way.
So do you.
Good for you.
Thank you very much.
Early on the day of the album launch, and the singers are due to perform on ITV's This Morning.
It's been pretty hectic the last couple of weeks because album is out.
Today!
Album's happening. Album.
Currently looking at a picture of it on iTunes, because I'm that cool.
It's an album. It's coming out. It's the first one. And it's happening. It's real. It's a bit scary.
For a little while, people disappear and then sometimes you never hear of anyone. What is so lovely in your case is that this appears. And this is the album, Jonathan and Charlotte together. What is it like for you to be holding this? It's a physical thing, it's yours, it's your first album.
It's actually happening in real life. That's unbelievable. I mean,
It was weird when we first had the actual copy and we actually saw it and we're looking through it. It's just the weirdest thing to actually see. There's lots of internet traffic, there's loads of tweeting, and I'm trying to read every tweet, and it's proving kind of difficult at the moment.
Facebook is my thing mainly. It's like having just like pals just to chat to. Which is a little bit sad, but also it's kind of true.
They wowed us on Britain's Got Talent, and they're here now to wow us once more with their version of The Prayer, featuring Only Boys Allowed from their new album Together. It's Jonathan and Charlotte.
Che ci salve,
Performance over, and news of their visit to the studios has travelled fast.
All this feels very fast. It's kind of it's terrifying and exciting, but all the nerves and the work, it's all very worth it.
There's times when you'll think like, oh my god, everybody wants something all the time. But then actually that's a good thing, because if they didn't want it, then you're obviously doing something wrong.
With their album already selling well, Jonathan and Charlotte are called to a meeting at their manager's office.
What we want to talk about today was your first proper headline tour. We're looking at probably 16 to 20 dates. You know, but the really nice venues, you know, like the Albert Halls, like the Birmingham Symphonies, Manchester Lowrys.
You know,
Cardiff.
they're normal.
Yeah. Really, we want to sit down and talk to you today about some ideas that you would have, what you would like in the show.
Can we do a Les Mis medley, please?
Yes.
Yes, he said yes, he said yes.
Why would I not say yes?
Because you can be Jean Valjean and I'll be Eponine and it'll be great.
I want a lot of creative input from us, and that's really good.
Yeah, that's a benefit, I think, because if we didn't have any sort of input, it wouldn't really be us on stage. It'd be creative too, and it's weird. So the fact that we can put our own ideas and kind of what we want into it, I think will make it a lot more enjoyable for us and for people watching. Because
and I think we can come up with some great ideas.
And that too.
With their heads full of plans for their tour, the pair have to change for an important engagement.
Royal Albert Hall! And we are here for Classic Brits, which is really exciting. At the moment we're in the winner's room, although we haven't won anything.
Winner's room.
But just because we can be here, we totally are. Which is quite cool. We're not performing, we get to sit and watch, which is so cool.
Watching cool
which
people
is
do cool
amazing.
things.
Yeah.
Guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Listen, I know you're really busy there, just doing an interview. I hope you don't mind me interrupting. But I overheard that you don't think you've won anything. And actually, that's not entirely true. I am here to present you with this disc that says you have gone top 5 this week. Congratulations! Thank you. Well, listen, congratulations to you both. I'll let you decide where you're going to hang it. I've got to go and work.
And present.
Yes. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you both deserve it.
So
Fantastic
much.
voices.
Thank you.
See you later, well done.
Thank you so much.
Well done. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and a very warm welcome to the 13th Annual Classic Brit Awards.
Highlight this evening, definitely introduce myself to Angela Weber because I will never ever get over that moment. We were talking about Phantom and then I said that we saw Jesus Christ Superstar. I was like, oh my god, I think it's amazing. He was like, so what are you doing? Well, you should see my face when he asked me. I was like, well, we've got album out, number 5. Definitely should go. Oh, what a cool guy. And
Brilliant.
Gary Barlow came on at the end and I was like, yo dude, I covered your song. This time next year we could get an award, or we could even be singing.
Next year, I just want to be here again.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not singing, even if we don't get an award,
Exactly.
I just want to be here again.
As the promotional tour for the album ramps up, the pair find themselves back where they started, on Saturday night television in front of an audience of millions for the game show Red or Black.
Needs to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe.
With so much happening for the two singers, hopes are high that their success will last.
They're not a novelty act. We've discovered real talent here, and real talent prevails.
If you've got talent, you have longevity. I think they could have a huge future.
People are kind of assuring me that it's not going to go quickly, but as quickly as something comes, it can go.
I just want to enjoy it for what it is while it's there, because if it does disappear, at least I can say that I've done it and I did enjoy it while I was doing it.
I think a troubled future for them because of so much talent. they will have to make hard decisions. I mean, what if Jonathan says, you know what, I'm going to become an opera singer, bye-bye? Or she says, you know, I'm ready to continue my studies and I want to perform in musicals.
To guarantee his future, Jonathan's voice has been insured for £10 million.
Whether or not they go on as Jonathan and Charlotte into the future, who knows? But I think there will be a place for both of them in the business.
I think Charlotte and I have a long way to go before we part ways. I mean, eventually it's likely to happen. I mean, we're two different people.
Their future together may be unclear, but what is certain is how much has changed, especially for Jonathan, who's had to battle with his own demons.
I was on, I suppose, the edge almost of just collapsing completely and everything just falling apart. Music's not part of what has got me through this. Music is what's got me through this.
His singing has definitely been his salvation. The most important thing of all this has always been about Jonathan being happy. He's got a voice now in so many ways, and his world is much happier than it was before.
This whole crazy journey, it's all on the wings sort of a friendship.
I've always said to people that if anything good could have come out of this, it's what's happened to Johnny. Regardless of a record deal, regardless of money, the best thing that's happened is that. Because if that hadn't have happened, then what's the point in doing any of it? Because he wouldn't have been happy.
I feel way more comfortable just being me. I feel more comfortable being the Simplifier. It's great.